Hello! The video you're about to watch is two of the batteries of my Beta FPV Meteor 75 Pro drone that I used. I'm using 550 milliamp hour batteries, the Lava Beta FPV ones. I don't have a ton of flight time overall with drones. I think I'm at like maybe a total of 15 to 20 hours, most of that being in a simulator. 15 to 20 is a big range. It's 15. Let's be real. It's 15. But this drone, from what you're about to see, so I have two sets of 6 lava batteries. I have 12 lava batteries. And I used 11 of them because one of them turned into a spicy pillow. And so I'm not using it. But I was flying this thing like a maniac. I was just bouncing all over the place. The second battery, I just slammed into a wall. And even just now, I just dropped it. Honestly, I am not even afraid of breaking this thing anymore because of how poorly I have treated it. But I think I'm following the adage of if you're not crashing, you're not trying. But let me see if, I don't know if you can really see on this just 1080p view here, but this thing is green.
Kermit the Frog here, and certified green. And let me tell you, it's not easy being green.
So, without further ado, I give you the last 2 batteries of my drone flight. Thank you. Alright, so I launch it off of my knee to get started here. And my main goal has been trying to get tighter turns and better control low to the ground. So, I'm kind of aware of the fact that I'm recording, so I'm kind of trying to go fast with it. But most of my flights today were quite a bit slower. By this point, my hand was starting to get a little uncomfortable on the joystick. I don't know what it was, but at some point, it just stopped being as fluid. This was definitely one of my jerkier runs. And not just because I'm flying fast and low, but I couldn't find a comfortable spot for my hands. But one of the things that I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to just rotate around this post here and keep it as close to the center of my view as possible for as long as possible. And I'm getting the rotation pretty good, but it's hard to maintain a low height while doing it. But I also was just giving it my best shot to head back through the same set of posts as I could. This is back at my parents' horse riding arena, so horses aren't back here, so I just have the opportunity to just zip-zop through everything. But you can see that I think I adjusted my hand and now I'm a little better. Oh, and there's one of those ones where got a little green there. But I started to find a comfortable spot for my hands again. Yeah, that though. Just flying straight into a post and just thunk, like a bee, and just moving on with my life. I love it so much. I just love this drone, man. I'm actually a little sad that it didn't record the telemetry. I think I hit the blackberry bush there. Just straight into stuff. Man, I was really just crashing into everything. But yeah, it's just a ton of fun flying real low. It's back and forth. For a moment, thought I was going to take a swim in the water trough. But yeah, I think at this point I'm starting to get a little low on battery. I wish the telemetry had recorded. I think I have to have a SIM card in my goggles to record that, because I think that's stored local to the goggles. This is actually just the onboard video storage. Apparently the Meteor 75 can record in over an hour. Yeah, I got stuck upside down. So this is my second battery here. And yeah, I'm realizing now that the drone stopped recording because I switched it out of armed mode, and the recording automatically stops then. So you didn't see me slowly walk up to it. This is my final battery, and I'm just kind of trying to push it. And man, what a beautiful day it was today. Yeah, just trying to get real low to the ground and hitting the ground. but decide to shoot through the electric fence, do a little flip, not very smooth, rotate on it, and here's my dog, just ignoring the drone pretty well, which I appreciate, because I've got his leash in my hand because I don't want him chasing the goats that we're flying over right now. But that horse is Capone, and he actually kicked the fence there. Not hard, but he like tapped it with his hoof because I think he was interested in what was going on. He used to be scared of it, but after a few batteries, he's like, I am curious. I of course am not flying in a way to upset the horses or to upset the goats. I'm being careful and respectful of them. The horses were very sketched out about it at first, but horses get used to things. Like, you can train them. Oh, there's Mr. Stolfo doing a little rolly, and I saw the rolly, and I was like, I gotta get video of it. But yeah, this run was a lot smoother. I felt a lot better about the way I was controlling everything. I always wondered why people, when they're wearing their FPVs, are like looking down when they're just on your head. And it's just because they're kind of heavy. But I'm just like staring into my lap right now. But yeah, I mean, it's just so fun to fly a drone around. And oh, I was so proud of that. I skimmed the ground so lightly. I'm starting to get a lot better feel for where the drone actually is in 3D space. I'm trying to shoot the gap between those two posts there, but it's a pretty tall order. And, I'm watching these videos back to back, and boy, howdy, I'm making myself motion sick right now. But when I was actually flying it, I was feeling fine. But it's just, I need to get smoother at flying. I'm really hoping that maybe by this time next year, oh, that was so close. I'm hoping by this time next year I can try racing. I don't think I'm gonna win anything, but it'd be really cool to like do an actual race and just compete with a drone. I think it'd be a ton of fun. I'll definitely need to get a slightly different drone. I don't know if this 04 air unit is going to be fine for racing. I know that the leg is one thing, but also the range on it is very, very short. And I know a lot of people, well, basically anyone uses analog for their racing drones. But my battery is getting low here, so I'm going to go for a gentle landing and see where I can get it. Although I think it's going to cut off because I did disarm it.
Yeah, it cut right out. Okay, well, next time I'm going to have to figure out a way that I can show the telemetry and also so that it doesn't just cut out when I disarm it. I want to show the actual landing of the drone, but yeah, it's not going to work. Also, I need to figure out how to use Shotcut better so that the audio quality of the recording that I'm getting through OBS right now is not just way out of line with the quality I'm getting when I'm recording in Shotcut. And then, of course, I need to get my lighting situation because I'm getting this really strong unidirectional light. But, details. But, yeah, the onboard for this drone... Oh, shoot, I should disconnect this real fast so I can lift it up and signal with it. Eject. Safe to remove. Yeah. Learned my lesson with the controller of... I've never in my life needed to eject a USB device. I didn't do it with the controller and had to flash the controller because it bricked it. Very funny. Break the programming. Or the software. Anyway, but yeah, this has an hour and 6 minutes of onboard life with my 12 batteries. Well, now 11 because the one died. I get probably about 45 minutes, a little less if I'm flying aggressively. But I should be able to record it all and chop it all up, and I probably won't play the whole thing because, 40 minutes of jerky drone flying is not enjoyable for anyone to watch, but thank you very much for watching this. I know this is probably going to be watched mostly by just my friends, so hello, just my friends. But yeah, this thing is freaking awesome. I don't know, between this and the sourdough bread thing that I started doing, which I get more joy out of, but I think they both just really enrich my life, and I hope to, in a few months, get a much bigger drone, but we'll see. DJI doesn't really want to send to the United States anymore, and in fact, I had to get my goggles by sending them up to Canada and then mailing them down. Yeah, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.